In a quiet village named Rockland, there lived a struggling farmer called Sam, with his wife Rebecca, their young son Johnny, and daughter Eva. Sam worked day and night to support his family, but one unfortunate day, while working in the fields, he suddenly collapsed. He was seriously injured and became unable to work. Since he was the only source of income for the family, life quickly became difficult. One evening, Rebecca sat beside him and said softly, "I've been thinking I should start working. We barely have enough food left, and we can't survive like this." Sam felt guilty and replied, "This is all happening because of me. If I hadn't gotten hurt, you and the children wouldn't have to suffer." Rebecca shook her head. "Don't say that. None of this is your fault. You'll recover soon. Until then, I'll do whatever I can for this family." The next morning, Rebecca went around the neighborhood searching for work. She knocked on the door of a large house, where a woman opened the door and asked what she wanted. "My name is Rebecca," she explained politely. "I live nearby and I'm looking for work. I can clean, wash clothes, cook, and manage household chores." The woman agreed to hire her for cleaning and laundry work with a small monthly payment. Rebecca accepted immediately because she had no other option. Soon, she began working in several homes every day. She spent long hours cleaning houses and washing dishes, earning only a small amount of money, which was still not enough for her family's needs. To make things easier, she would collect leftover food from the houses where she worked, carefully separate the edible portions, and take them home for her children and husband. For wealthy families, the extra food meant nothing, but for Rebecca's family, it was precious. Weeks passed this way. Rebecca worked sincerely, and most of the families appreciated her honesty and dedication. One of her employers, a kind woman named Emily, often noticed how quietly Rebecca endured everything. One day, Emily offered her leftover food to take home. Rebecca gratefully packed it and returned home. Her children happily ate the meal, their faces glowing with joy after many days of hunger. After that, it became a daily routine. Whenever food remained, Rebecca would politely ask permission to take it home. Then the rainy season arrived. Despite the heavy rain, Rebecca continued working every day. One afternoon, she arrived late because of the storm. Some employers scolded her harshly, but Emily treated her differently. "Rebecca, you're soaked," Emily said with concern. "You should rest before you get sick." Rebecca smiled weakly. "Poor people can't afford to rest, Mom. If we don't work for a day, we don't eat." A few days later, while traveling through the rain without an umbrella, Rebecca reached Emily's house completely drenched. Emily immediately offered her dry clothes and later handed her salary along with a small bag. Inside the bag was food for the children and an umbrella. Rebecca's eyes filled with tears. "You didn't have to do this," she whispered emotionally. Emily replied gently, "The umbrella is for you and the food is for your children. Please take it." That evening, after Rebecca left, Emily quietly followed her home. She wanted to understand more about Rebecca's life. When Rebecca reached home, her hungry children rushed toward her excitedly after seeing the food. Sam, still weak and resting on the bed, smiled softly while watching his family. Standing outside the window, Emily saw everything: the poverty, the struggle, and the love that held the family together. She couldn't stop herself from crying. Finally, she entered the house. Rebecca was shocked to see her there and quickly welcomed her inside. Emily looked around and said sadly, "You were facing all of this alone, yet you never told me anything." Rebecca replied, "I didn't want anyone to pity me." Emily held her hand and promised, "From now on, your husband will receive proper medical treatment, and I'll make sure your children get an education. You don't have to face this alone anymore." Rebecca broke into tears and thanked her deeply. For the first time in many months, she felt hope return to her life. With Emily's support, Sam eventually recovered after proper treatment and returned to work. Their children started going to school, and life slowly became better for the family. There are countless hardworking people in the world whose struggles remain unseen. Many families silently fight hunger every single day. This story reminds us that no honest work is shameful. Food should never be wasted, and even a small act of kindness can completely change someone's life.